Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon Black 2. And in this episode, we, I believe, shall be taking on the first gym leader. So, I've done a little bit of leveling up with our Pokemon, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too extreme. With the first two gyms in this game, they are a bit tricky, so it is probably best to do a little bit of leveling up. But I didn't want to go too overboard and have ourselves a bit over-leveled, but then normal type gym leaders can be a little bit tricky. But if you're enjoying the series so far and you want to see us go and beat the first gym leader and see who it is, well, then why don't you leave a like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. It's kind of dawned on me that I'll probably be over 500 subscribers at this point. I didn't really think that when I started making this series, so a big thank you to everyone. Should have probably put that in the first episode and had hope, but here we are. Anyway, I'll probably do a community post, or would have done a community post about it anyway. So, yeah, big thank you to everyone, and let's get into this episode. We're gonna head this way, and Joey. Alder. Excuse me, I forgot to tell you something important. First, take these. Ooh, oranberries. Nice. Those are oranberries. If you give one to your Pokemon, its HP will be restored. What's more, you can give your Pokemon a berry to hold. Like this oranberry, for instance, when a Pokemon holds this berry, it can eat the berry if it gets hurt in the heat of battle and regain some lost HP. Well, I just told you to challenge the gym leader. Aspertia's gym leader is a very strong trainer, but you have nothing to worry about. If you think hard about the Pokemon, what your side can do, and what you should do as a trainer, victory will be yours. And then you should take on stronger and stronger trainers. Actually, take on the gym leaders of each city. Work together with your Pokemon is what makes you grow as a trainer. As you and your Pokemon grow stronger, your world gets broader. Alright, well that is definitely something interesting and encouraging as we broaden our horizons on this world to go further and further onwards. I haven't made fully final decisions on the team. I do have some Pokemon though that I'm thinking of using, but at least that we can get in the Verbank complex. But that is going to probably be in the next episode. So I will take a look at suggestions first and foremost before I make any of those decisions. So let's head on into the Pokemon gym here. And let's see what we can find. I think there might be an item here. I can't quite remember. Sometimes... oh yeah, there we go. X-Defend. Nice. Sometimes with some of these items, or some of these places, like if you play a hack like a Blaze Black 2 or something like that, you might end up, you know, accidentally thinking, wait a minute, hold on a second, where's the item that I'm thinking of, and it's not there. Especially when you go back into the base game, so, you know, sometimes you get a bit confused. Anyway, let's exit, well, the school and enter this area. Hello, I'm Clyde. I'm the guide for trainers who challenge Pokemon gyms. Thank you for taking on the gym. Take this to commemorate your debut. Alright, we get a fresh water. Pokemon gyms and are facilities for testing trainers' abilities. Put simply, if you can defeat the Pokemon gym leader, it means you're a really good trainer. If you run out of Pokemon that can fight during a Pokemon battle, you'll lose. So having a lot of Pokemon with you might work to your advantage. Alright. You must be a challenger. Welcome to Aspertia City's Pokemon Gym. I'm Charon, the gym leader. Well, maybe I'd better say that I just became the gym leader. More importantly, I need to prepare before welcoming you to the gym. We have a challenger. You two take your places. If you can defeat these two, then I'll be your opponent. Alright, that's not too bad. I think we should probably get our fighting type in the the front here, and let's take on the first challenge. And there we go. We have one more trainer to do and deal with, but we now have Force Palm, which is pretty cool on Riley. And so that's going to definitely come in handy. That's definitely also why everyone's at level 14. So let's take on the other trainer. I do promise that this isn't going to be a commonplace that we're always going to be completely overleveled for the gym battles or anything like that. And we still haven't had the gym battle yet, it's just been the trainers. But I know that we're level-wise a little bit maybe overleveled for this gym, but that's fine. I think when it comes to the first gym, it just depends a little bit on so many factors of where you are at that point in a game, so yeah, I think we'll be fine for this gym battle, especially because the next gym is pretty hard, so that'll be definitely something that we'll have to take a look at. So let's continue over here. Let's talk to Charon, who is we'll pose next to him and talk to him. Just as this is your first gym challenge, this is my first Pokemon battle as a gym leader. Let's both do our best and have a battle we can be proud of. Alright. You know, I think having him as a normal type gym leader was a bit... I mean, it made sense, but I feel like they could have been a bit more creative and made him like a dark type gym leader. And then done something else with Grimsley. I don't know. That's just me. But it could have been like Grimsley retires from that or ends up doing something else, and then you end up with a new Elite Four member. Maybe I don't know. There's definitely a mix of trainers that could have done it. Yeah, we were so overleveled for this. That was just another battle. We're not going to need to use Riley for a while. Oh well. That battle has made me feel really glad that you were my first challenger as gym leader. I'll give this in honor of the strength you and your Pokemon showed. I almost would have enjoyed a harder challenge. Oh well. Oh well. We move on. We receive the basic badge. Here's your first gym badge, the basic badge. This is an important milestone. With this badge, Pokemon up to level 20 will obey you, including traded Pokemon. And I want you to take this. And we receive Work Up, which is a pretty solid move. Raises attack and social attack. And yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah. 2 years ago, Pokedex in hand, I left on a journey with my friends. Really? Well, we know about that. Alright, well, I actually do want to teach Work Up to a certain Pokemon if we can, that being Riley. And we're going to get rid of Endure. We'll probably get rid of Counter at some point, but I'm not actually... I had the Learn set up, but I definitely want to teach like one of the elemental punches, maybe? Maybe like Ice Punch or something like that would be nice. We'll have to figure out where to get that. Oh, there's Bianca. Hey! How was it? How did your battle with the gym leader go? Oh, if it isn't the basic badge. Wow, amazing. And you just set off on your journey with your Pokemon. You definitely have potential as a trainer, I'm sure of it. This is from me. It's the TM for the move Return. Alright, that's pretty cool. Thank you for that, Bianca. When a Pokemon knows Return, the more it gets along with the trainer, the more powerful a move is. Still, that Charon. Bianca? It's been 2 years, hasn't it? Oh wow! Well, what's up? I thought it would be a good idea to register each other in the X-Transceiver. Now you can communicate with me from your X-Transceiver. Me too. I registered Professor Juniper for you too. Oh, there we are. The X-Transceiver's ringing. Hi there, Joey. I'm Professor Juniper. Bianca told me you accepted the Pokédex. Thank you so much. Thanks to you, we will know more about Pokemon and be able to get along with them even better. Hi, Professor Juniper. It's really interesting over here. There's so many Pokemon we couldn't prove were here 2 years ago. Thank you for going so far for this errand, Bianca. And Sharon, how are you enjoying being a gym leader? Professor Juniper, it's been a long time. I'm glad you're doing so well. Gym leader position's very tough. If I had my usual partners... Oh, Sharon. Having battles that come down to the wire will make a gym leader who depends on the bonds between your challengers and their Pokemon, right? Oh, it's Bianca. It'll be fine. Sharon's a new gym leader, and I'm assistant Pokemon professor, and Joey's new trainer. We always have Pokemon by our sides. That's right, Bianca. Our world is a world where we live with Pokemon. Everyone keep that in mind as you pursue your dreams with your Pokemon. Particularly you, Joey. The Pokédex may be important, but first, enjoy your journey with your Pokemon to your heart's content. A lot of dialogue. Hey Joey, isn't Professor Juniper cool? If you talk to her on the X-Transceiver, she'll evaluate the completeness of your Pokédex or tell you a lot about how Pokemon evolve. And you can call us too, of course. I'll tell you how well you and your Pokemon are getting along, okay? Bianca makes a good point. I'll tell you what I know about Pokemon abilities and Pokemon type matchups. Are you the gym leader? 1, 2, 3, let's battle. You look like a tough trainer. Understood. Please come into my gym. What was that weak answer? I'm definitely going to take you down. Being a gym leader is even harder than I imagined. The next thing to make it so you can use the C-Gear. The C-Gear is a cool device for communication such as infrared... Okay, we get the C-Gear. C-Gear is just C-Gear, you know? Guess we'll just turn it on, and we get something in the bottom screen. I'm not going to be too bothered with what she says, other than to go to Burbank City, which is definitely going to be on the list, and pretty much for the next episode. We definitely will be heading that way, so that will definitely be pretty fun. So let's talk to the Medal Rally guy. He gives us more hint medals. And some of them are like really weird. Some of them are kind of interesting. I don't know. He's a bit of a... Though the Medal Rally is one of those things where I'm almost... You kind of want to do it, but you forget because it's just so unimportant. It's cool, but it's... Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. If you enjoyed, make sure you go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe, and all that good fun stuff. And I'll see you all in the next episode. Take care.